afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Xiang Lu, a currently 4th-year student at School of Food Safety, College of Nutrition, Taipei Medical University. Today, I will talk about study of the omega-3 fatty acid composition of frequently consumed oils, nuts, fish, molasses, and crustaceans. For a long time, people view fat as something bad and encourage it avoided in our diet. However, this change didn't necessarily improve our health, possibly because we could not undergo harmful and healthy fats. Actually, oils and fats serve various essential functions, including providing energy, sense of fullness, aiding the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins, maintaining the health of hair and skin, and contributing to heart and brain health. As you may already know, more than 95% of dietary fats are triglycerols. Triglycerols is formed by one glycerol molecule combined with 3 fatty acids. And its characteristics depends on the carbon chain length and the number of double bonds. When we say saturated, we are talking about the carbon chain length holds as many hydrogen atoms as it can, while saturated fatty acids have no double bond. Monounsaturated fatty acids have single double bond, while polyunsaturated fatty acids have 2 or more double bonds. In our study, we will calculate the amounts of each food omega-3 content, including LA, EPA, and DHA. Then, divided by total fat content, saturated fatty acids plus monounsaturated fatty acids plus polyunsaturated fatty acids to determine the proportion of each food item in each category. Then, we will multiply the crude fat content to calculate the omega-3 content. We will calculate a lot of food items from TFDA data. And finally, based on international organization recommendations, we will calculate the LA and EPA plus DHA to see each food item to meet the recommendation intake label of LA and EPA plus DHA. So here's our results. The first category is oils. Now you can see from the table above the top 4 items, including flaxseed oil, walnut oil, rapeseed oil, and canola oil. For example, for each person, for men needed to consume 2.99 grams per day, and for women needed to consume 2.05 grams per day to reach the recommendation intake level from NIH of LA. So in second category, we can see from the table about the top 4 food items, including flaxseed, chia seed, ackee seeds, and walnuts. For example, for each person, for men need to consume 7.35 grams per day. For women needed to consume 5.06 grams per day to reach the recommendation intake level. The third category is fish. The top we can see from the table above the top 4 fish items, including mackerel, Pacific starry butterfish, authentic salmon. And for example, for mackerel, each person, for men and women, needed to consume 3.09 grams per day. And Pacific starry need to consume 5.46 grams per day. And next category is crustaceans. Crustaceans, the top 4 items, including lobster shrimp, hockey shrimp, and swamp carp. And the final category is molasses. The number 1 is shorter fin shrimp, number 2 is green mussel, number 3 is dried Pacific oyster. So here's our conclusion of our research. We hope that the consumer can easily understand how much of each food item needed to meet the recommended impact label to achieve effective health benefits. That's the end of my presentation. Thank you for your listening.
Okay, thanks Zilan for your presentation. Now we will transfer the group to the topic communication group. So actually, in this group, the competitor should select a food safety issue, and she will introduce this issue and current research status, what we have known, what we don't know.